India took until 2007 to get their first ever female president. And despite this being the 21st century, she received criticism and scrutiny like no other. Let's take a quick sneak peek into if this was really meant to be, if this president was actually a vlogger, and how she managed to retire in style. So hit that like button and let's jump into this adventure. On this very day, July 25th, back in 2007, Pratibha Patil was sworn in as India's 12th president and the very first woman to ever hold that position. Better late than never. President Pratibha Patil is a lawyer and politician and has been inclined towards socio-political issues since her teenage years. At 27 years old, she was elected to the Maharashtra Legislative Assembly and soon after that, a member of parliament and then the Governor of Rajasthan. It wasn't a shock when President Pratibha Patil won office with 2/3 of the majority votes in her favor. She also had a strong connection with the Gandhi family, the first family to take political control over India from its independence. She is also known for setting up non-profit organizations for better schooling and higher education in India. But if she did so much, why has her presidency been labeled as disastrous and ineffective? Let's find out. Pratibha Patil's legacy has been reduced to simply being the first female president of India. The first reason her reign is so tainted is because of the large sums of money she spent on foreign trips. At the time, it was the highest number of foreign trips as compared to any previous presidents. The estimated count of the trips taken is 12, and I know it doesn't sound too high. I can beat that record too. But the cost of these travels is what will shock you. It all cost close to $50 million. That's close to double the GDP of Iceland today. She has also been accused of taking as many as 11 family members on these trips. I mean, sure, India has a culture of big joint families, but I think this went just a bit too far. But that's not where it ends. Traditionally, in India, every president is provided with an official government accommodation in Delhi post their tenure. President Pratibha Patil chose to do things a bit differently. President Pratibha Patil is the first ex-president to reside outside Delhi. She rejected the government-offered accommodation and built a special post-retirement mansion in Pune, Maharashtra. A whopping 260,000 square foot bungalow was sanctioned to her. All the homes I've ever lived in wouldn't total to that. But when an ex-president, especially the first female one, does something like this, she definitely raises a ton of eyebrows and doubts. Pained by the constant digs and disrespect, she forgo the accommodation. The media portrayed her as an insensitive, influential person because the area she was getting her bungalow constructed was initially for war widows and ex-servicemen. And this meant her taking away from their rights, their space, and disrespecting their service to the nation. However, she always held a contrasting stand. President Pratibha Patil always spoke about her pride and support towards the armed forces and regard for the war widows. She made extra efforts to visit the most remote army establishments only to gain first-hand experience of the hardships they went through. Overall, she has been accused of immense mismanagement and is often regarded as one of the presidents that was too merciful to be a president. I think it was just a passionate woman trying to be nice, but once the media sets its mind on one angle, it sells only that. Speaking of presidents, did you know that just 2 days ago, it was ex-President Ulysses S. Grant's death anniversary? And mind you, he wasn't any ordinary president. Like President Pratibha Patil, he too was the first at something. The first US president to ever be arrested. And if you're as curious as I am to find out what he was arrested for, head over to this next video right away. And make sure to subscribe to Behind the Date so that you can enjoy uncovering the stories behind each special day. I'll see you back with President Ulysses.